Hey there, y'all, and welcome to today's Her Tarot. My name is Fairlight. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. All right, y'all. So today we start out with the message of ambiguity of direction. And I say that because we've got this Four of Fire reversed and then also this Four of Water reversed. So and it feels almost like a canceling out, but it's like you see that she can't really take aim. There's this ambiguity because it's mired, it's what's the word, obscured by this lack of focus. And that's really what it feels like. So normally upright, this guy is looking in a mirror, but you see that he's blind in one eye. And then there's an eye on the back of the mirror, which kind of says that he is really trying to see himself through the eyes of others. And, in one regard, you can try to see yourself through the eyes of others because you want a more compassionate perspective. But on the other hand, which I usually take this card to mean, there is a seeing yourself through the eyes of others because you want some sort of outside approval. And so it does feel more because it's reversed, and it just feels more in the negative context because of both of these. So again, your vision is obscured. There's some sort of ambiguity of direction because your vision is obscured about who you are and what you truly want. And then over here, we've got this King of Earth reversed. So again, it just kind of reinforces this notion of, you being obscured, your vision being obscured because you're trying to see yourself through the eyes of what others will approve of, which means you're not being authentic to who you truly are. And so whenever it's the King or the Queen of Earth reversed, I always look to some sort of superficiality, some sort of false ego identity, some sort of, materialistic, just fake surface level energy. It's not true wealth of knowing yourself. It's not a true, there's no commitment here. It's very shallow, superficial kind of energy. So sorry to start off with that fucking energy, but it's good to get our attention to it because, I think we're in process of recognizing these patterns right now. And then we go up above that and you've got the Three of Water reversed. And if you notice upright, she's broken those bonds. She's broken those bonds. But with this reversed and in light of all of this, it's like you don't recognize the bonds having been broken, or it's kind of like just being afraid of what the possibilities bring, which sounds silly when you feel like you're in a cage. But once that cage is open, it's like, it's just being afraid to go out and explore. I would just rather stay here where I know what it is and just complain and be miserable. Not to say that's what you're doing, but it's kind of what it feels like, So, recognize that you are free of past limitations. You are free of this. And so now the only thing holding you back is the story that you tell. The only thing holding you back is this belief that you don't deserve better or something like that. And so I love that then it goes right into this Two of Air upright with the Three of Fire upright and this Queen of Earth reversed. So it goes right into that, where we have this King of Earth reversed and that seeing yourself through the eyes of others and on a more materialistic, superficial level, and then going into the self-acceptance. So there's some sort of a journey inside yourself right now, a journey into your own self-worth, a journey into looking deeper, and it feels like, urging you to cultivate a deeper connection into yourself through this self-acceptance, through radical self-love and radical self-acceptance. And there's an exercise I like to do that I like to have others do is to tap your thymus, take a deep breath all the way behind your belly button, tap your thymus and affirm, I am love. Say it out loud if you want to. I am light. I am peace. I am joy. I am free. I am sovereign. And then take another deep breath all the way behind your belly button, really do it. Tap your thymus and affirm, I am love. I am light. I am also dark. I am complete self-acceptance. And I attune myself to my most authentic expression. I am free, motherfucker. And so this is learning to set yourself free and starting to invest in yourself and see what you most value about you. So this is about a journey to discover the truth of your own self-worth. And it's not how others will define it. It's what you truly love and value about yourself. And then we end with pretty much it's the same energy, where it's this 5 of earth energy, which 5 of pentacles is so much about, you know, abandonment issues, self-worth issues, poverty consciousness, which is the opposite of prosperity consciousness, or on the same axis as that. And this is kind of, well, it's the exact same thing. This is like the mask you put on to try to trick people into, it's like tricking people into loving you, tricking people into, it's like trick them before they trick you. And meanwhile, here's the truth of who you are, just all sad and feeling unseen, feeling unloved. And it's like, no, let's overcome that bullshit by transmuting it. I feel like this is reversed, but it wants to be upright. This is the 4 of air. This is taking a rest, but it does, taking a rest. And it feels like with that rainbow going within, and again, you've got that equal parts light and dark, and being that complete self-acceptance, only transmuting it through the spectrum of your experience, through the light of your own consciousness. And then you have the 0, which is different from the Fool. This one reminds me a lot of the Fool, but this is like brand new cycles beginning. So you're breaking generational curses, you're breaking cycles, you're breaking deeply, deeply ingrained psychological and probably spiritual, subconscious, you know, patterns and beliefs and programs. Like, you're seriously breaking through a lot. So whatever you're going through, just be gentle with yourself. Once you recognize how much you truly love yourself, once you recognize what sovereignty is, once you recognize that the dark is the feminine, the dark is the shadow also, but that is the unexpressed. And so I call it the feminine because it's the womb. It's the great unknown, all potentialities and all possibilities. But there's a lot of light, you know, there's a lot of feminine light too. And so, but I just don't feel like this should be maligned as evil. We are complete self-acceptance. We are complete unto ourselves. We have a whole voice of things to discover about ourselves. And then parts of ourselves that might be light that we're ready to let go of, because we're ready to explore new versions of ourselves that aren't based in this image, that are based more on this image and also this image. All right, so that's all I have for today. Peace and love until next time.